Good afternoon, everybody. This is Rob Johnson with YSN Live, coming to you from West Main Vet Clinic Field, home of the Lady Leopards, as we've got a windy day here for softball. It's the home opener and the season opener for the Lady Leopards, and they're taking on the Tuslaw Mustangs. You'll have to bear with us a little, folks. We're going to have to batten down the hatches and hold on for dear life, as it's pretty windy out here, to say the least. It airlifted our table here earlier, but we weighted some things down, and it's a lot better now. But now that I got my man William over here helping me out, we're kind of, making sure things stay on the ground. But get you the lineup here. So starting at leadoff and playing second base, it's going to be Gracie S. for the Mustangs. In center field, it's going to be Candace C., number 4. She's going to be the 2 slot. Isabel M., number 28. She's going to be the DP today. Number 9, Hadley P. She's going to be your catcher. Number 5, playing shortstop, is Danny C. Number 3, Emily B. She's going to be playing first base. Shaylin F., number 18, she's going to be playing left field. Haley C., number 7, she's going to be playing third base. Number 12, Kaylee V., she will be playing right field. And number 21, Gabby M., she'll be playing flex, and she'll be pitching. For the Leopards, it's going to be Twynham in center. It'll be Miller at pitching. It'll be Griffith. She'll be playing third base. Addie Campbell will be playing catcher today. Anna Siroman, she'll be playing second base. Leah Clogus will be playing, center field. I got Twynham mixed up. She's going to be playing shortstop. Sorry about that. And then O'Neill will be playing right field. Thompson will be playing first base. Hands will be the DP, and your flex playing left field will be Monjardo. So we're getting ready to start out as Tuslaw is getting ready to take the field. We're going to have the national anthem and so forth, and then we'll be with you here shortly. We're going to try to do what we can here to do the best we can for you today under the circumstances, but we'll be back with you here after the pregame.
Tuslaw Mustangs and your Louisville Leopards. Here's the
So there we go. As we get set for first pitch here on the 2025 softball season. It's a brisk and windy one today. Leopards coming in after losing a few solid players last year, including standout Brooke Heron and standout Maddie Benson. Maddie Benson currently lighting it up in the Big Ten right now at Maryland, playing for the Terrapins. He's currently starting at third base for the Terrapins, so shout out to Maddie and the gang as they move on to the next level. Brooke playing some basketball up there. But interesting to see how the pitchers and the hitters handle today, because the ball is definitely going to have some movement. And the wind is blowing from right to left, so if you're the left fielder, you may want to take an extra step back. Shout out to my man William, braving the elements. We'll try to go as best we can. If we get a little rain, we couldn't put the tent up as we were not sure it was going to stay on the ground. So you got to do. So here we go. Coming to bat for the Mustangs. Will be the second baseman, Gracie S. Here's the first pitch. Low, ball one. 1-0 count. Pitch number 2. High, fouled off. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, gets away from the catcher. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled over our heads. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Foul back again. Stays 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Wind up. We got a fly ball into center field, and it's going to drop. Tough play for Twynham out there. Or excuse me, Cloggis. As that ball looked like it was going to get a jump, and then all of a sudden it kind of drifted back. So next up for the Mustangs will be Candy C. Fakes the bunt and no throw. Runner gets back to first. balls, 1 strike. Top of the first. Here's the pitch. Lays down the bunt. Throws to first. And they're going to say she beat the throw. It's a nice hustle down the first base line by Candace. Brings up the 3-hitter, Isabel M. She's your designated player today. Ball gets away from the catcher, but everybody stays. They're going to call a balk here. So the bases are loaded. No outs here for the Mustangs. As Hadley P., she's the catcher. She's coming up to bat. As we've got a meeting on the mound here. Bases loaded, no outs. First inning, top of the first. Miller in the set. Here's the windup, the pitch. I'm going to say low, ball 1. Tell you what, I don't know if I'd want to pitch in this weather today. It's all over the place. Strike 1, nice pitch. This is one of those days you throw it one place and it ends up at the other zip code. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Top of the first. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball outside. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle to second base. She's going to step on first or second and throw over to first. Not in time. So 1 run will score. Shows bunt. Runner advances to second from first. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Gets away from the catcher, but nobody advancing as the catcher able to get back over on it. Nice play by Campbell to keep it in front of her. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's bunted to the first baseman, turns, throws to first, got it. Throw over to third, nothing. 2 down. Mustangs with a 2-0 lead here, top of the first. Here's the pitch for Miller. Strike one. Nice pitch. Miller looks. Miller winds. There's the pitch. Low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So here's the pitch from Miller. Low and away. Whoa. Throw into the dirt. Campbell tried to palm it and just fake, but the ball got away from her. She's even laughing with it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first. Here's the pitch. Fouled over the backstop and behind us. So the count stays 1-2. So here's the pitch. Shot into center field. It's over the center fielder's head. 1 run will score as Eiley gets back to first. So that's going to make it 3-0 Mustangs. Here's the pitch, high and away, ball 1. I will say, playing out in the outfield today is quite challenging. That ball looked like it was going to get hung up, and then all of a sudden the wind shifted and just carried it, and Cloggis had to get on her horse. Nice job by getting back, though, and keeping it to a single instead of a double. Here's the pitch, high and away. That's 3 balls. Oh, our other umpire just got here, so. So here's the pitch by Miller. Strike. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Makes the count 3-1. Here's the pitch. Foul down the right side. It's going to make it a 3-2. So full count, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. And the runner's going to get first. Pitch, strike 1, got her swinging. It's a nice pitch by Miller. Here's the pitch, strike 2. Here's the windup, the pitch. And strike three, gets her swinging. And that'll do it for the top of the first. So we'll head to the bottom of the first as the Leopards trail 3-0. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
And we're back here from West Main Vet Clinic Field as the Leopards coming to bat. As leading off for the Leopards will be Twynham. Caitlin, a starter last year. She's playing shortstop today. Here's the pitch. Outside. No, they're going to say it was a strike. Caught the corner. 0-1. You have to be gentle to us, folks. First game of the spring. Of course, high winds. And we're still a little, as the ball gets away, it's going to be a ball. 1-1. Plus, we're still a little fuzzy from the long playoff run for boys basketball. Shout out to the boys basketball team. Congratulations. In case you were living under a rock, the Leopards are state champions in Division III. So nice job, fellas. Bringing home that trophy. So here's the pitch. Fouled. Count stays at 1-2. Nice job by Twynham fighting that off. So here's the windup, the pitch, low. 2-2. Mustangs lead 3-0 here, bottom of the first. Ball's been playing some tricks in the outfield. So here's the pitch. Fly ball into right field. This is going to be a trouble, and it's down, and Twynham's going to turn and go to second. And she'll slide into second safe. So nice job by Caitlin Twynham to lead things off for the Leopards. Nice way for the Leopards to start things off. Like I said, out in the outfield, this is definitely a challenge right now. Next up is Miller, the pitcher. Strike one. So here's the windup, the pitch, low and in the dirt. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Foul back in the net. It's going to make it 1-2. Leopards have a pretty rich tradition in softball, as you can see out in center field. League champions, obviously. Here's the pitch in the dirt to short. Here's the throw across, and runner's out. But Twynham able to advance to third. But as you can see, the other big sign out there or display in center field is the 2019 state champion team. So Griffith stands in. Ball one. Up and away. Here's the pitch. Strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled over the first base dugout. Out of play. 1-2. So here's the pitch. Strike. Got her swinging. Nice pitch. That'll give us 2 outs. Leopards hoping that Addie Campbell can do something with it. Bring Twynham in to at least get 1 run, not waste the run at third. Campbell steps in. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. I think we've had all 5 seasons today. Foul down the right field line. And when I say all 5 in Ohio, you have 5 different. I know typically you say they only have 2, but or 3, excuse me, but there's different levels here in Ohio. It was beautiful and sunshiny. We got here, it got a little windy. Next thing you know, it was snowing, then it rained. Then it was sunny again, then we got the high winds, and that's kind of where we're at right now. We've had a little spit here and there from the rain showers of the pitch. So it's going to be 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mustangs lead 3-0. Campbell steps in. Here's the pitch. And ball gets away from the catcher, and Twynham will score, making it 3-1 Mustangs. It's a nice hustle by twine them to get down the baseline and get the Leopards on the board. So 2 down. Campbell steps back in, hoping to keep this going. Here's the pitch. Fouled. Right on the hands. Not sure what the call was here, but sounds like they're. Is there a balk? There's They're saying Campbell got hit on the hand. They gave her first base. Now all of a sudden they brought her back and they said it was 3 outs. So I'm not sure. The umpires are out discussing it. As they're still discussing it. So it looks like the Leopards are going to lose the appeal here, and we're going to the the top of the second as the Leopards trail 3-1. So coming to bat is Kaylee V. And she's the right fielder today. Her first time at bat. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Here's pitch number 2. Strike 1. Nice pitch, 1-1. Caught the outside corner. Here's the pitch. Oh, nice pitch. Got her swinging. Makes it 1-2. So here's the pitch. And strike 3. So coming up next is number 21, Gabby M. Here's the pitch. Tying outside. Excuse me, it's number 11, Gracie S. The leadoff hitter. Here's the pitch. Driven down the left field line and foul. She definitely got a nice swing on that one. It was just a little bit foul. So 1-1. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. Foul and out of play. So 2-2. So 3-2. 1 out. Had me confused. They didn't have the out on the scoreboard here, but there is 1 out. The leadoff hitter. Here's the pitch. Fouled. Stays at a full count. So full count. And Gracie steps out. She'll step back in. Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4. So here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. The runner scurries back to first. Here's the pitch. Puts the bunt down, looks, turns, and everybody's safe. So coming to bat is Isabel M. Shout out to Brooke Heron. Watching from home. Or actually from Ursuline University. Here's the pitch. And ball 1, low. Heron, a former center fielder, Lady Leopard basketball player, 3-sport letter winner. So here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. Strike. Swinging. That'll make it 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 3-1 Mustangs. Top of the second. Here's the pitch. It's a bunt to third base. Throw over to first. Got him. The runners will advance though, with 2 down. So coming up next is Hadley P., the catcher. Here's the pitch. High and away. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Nice pitch by Miller. So Miller in the set. Here's the windup, the pitch. And just missed the corner. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to left field. And that'll make out number 3 for the Leopards. So as we head to the bottom of the second, it's 3-1 Mustangs. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we know where dependability and style meet. They meet at the intersection of razor-sharp design and unprecedented safety.
At the fork between sleek, modern technology and bold off-road capabilities.
With a split between next-generation comfort, convenience, and the ability to forge your own path.
This auto show season, experience the Chevy Silverado like never before. At Greenwood Chevrolet, where trucks get to work.
And we're back here at West Main Vet Clinic Field, home of the Leopards, as the Lady Leopards currently trail 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the second. Looks like Anna Soroman coming up to bat. She's playing second base today. She'll be followed by Leah Clogus and O'Neill. So here we go. As Roman steps in. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Makes it 0-1. As Roman steps back in. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. As Roman steps back in, here's the set, the pitch, strike. here comes that wind again. It's one of those moments when you just want to get it up in the Gulf Stream here. Pitch. Nice shot up the middle as the Leopards have the leadoff hitter aboard. No outs. Next up to bat is Leah Clogus. Leah playing center field today. Here's your pitch. Strike. Here's the set, the pitch. Low and inside, throw down to first. It got away. Soroman gonna head for second. She'll round it, go to third. She's still going. She's gonna be waved home. Here comes the throw, and it's safe. And the Leopards make it 3-2. So here we go. Here's the pitch. Strike. It's going to make it 1-2. So Leopards on a throwing error. Here's the pitch. Hit down first baseline. Nice play by the first baseman. She'll step on first, but Leopards get a run there. That's one down here in the bottom of the second. Next up to bat is O'Neill, the right fielder. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Got her chasing one upstairs. Here's the pitch. Strike two. 0-2. One down. 3-2 Mustangs. Here's the pitch. Nice shot over the second baseman as O'Neill will get to first. And the Leopards back in business here. So there's the pitch outside. Ball one. Taylor Thompson up to bat. She's playing first today. Here's the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. So 1-1. One out. 3-2. Bottom of the second. Thompson batting from the left side. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. It's going to make it 2-1. And fouled. It's going to make it 2-2. Leopards are 5-1 against Tuslaw all time, winning the last 5. The Leopards are 1-0 against the Mustangs here at home. Shot down the first baseline. She caught it, and base runner able to get back. So that'll be 2 down with 1 on. Shout out to Jared Heller, giving us that tidbit. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 on the inside corner. Destiny Hands batting from the right side. Strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the second. Leopards trail 3-2. Here's the set, the windup, the pitch. All shot down the right field line, just foul. About 2 feet outside the right field line there. Good idea, though. So here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. The wind just kind of died down a little bit for the moment. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. That'll end the inning. So we'll head to the top of the third. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live. And welcome back to West Main Vet Clinic Field as the Leopards trail 3-2, top of the third. Tuslaw comes to bat. First pitch is ball 1. Here's the pitch by Miller. Outside. Ball 2. Danny C. up to bat. She's the shortstop today. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into right field. And the center fielder is going to call her off and take it. So out number 1. So Eiley B up next. She's the first baseman. She'll stand in. Here's the pitch. Outside. And they gave her the corner. So strike 1. Good job by Campbell to frame that one and get her the pitch. So here's the pitch. High and outside. Ball one. Ball hit into the shortstop and just couldn't pull it in. Twynham tried to grab it and just off the end of her glove. So the runner will get to first base. And they'll get the leadoff hitter here in the top of the third. So here's the pitch. Strike one. Up to bat is Shylin F. She is the left fielder. Here's the pitch. Strike. Nice pitch. Got her to chase on the outside corner. It's going to make it 2-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled down the left field line and out of play. Here's the pitch. Ball high. That'll make it 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the third. Leopards trail 3-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. Count stays the same. Here's the pitch. And she'll get a ball. It'll be 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to left field, back to the wall, and it's gone. Touch 'em all time. So that'll make it 5-2 Mustangs with 1 out. Heck of a shot. That was kind of a no-doubter, and with the wind, it just got up into that stream and just carried it out. So next up to bat is Haley C. with 1 down. So here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. Ball 1. Here's pitch number 2. Outside. Ball 2. Here's pitch. Fouled over our heads. Strike 1. Fouled again over our heads. 2 strikes. So here's the pitch. Outside. 3-2. So full count. Batter steps in. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle of the shortstop. Throw across. Got her. It's going to make it 2 down. But damage has been done already. Leopards trail 5-2, but they've been battling. Next up is Kaylee V. She'll step in. Here's the windup and the pitch. Strike one. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Fouled off over our heads. Got a play. Almost got a bystander. And we're talking just missed him too. So 0-2 count. 2 down. Here's the pitch. Low and away. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Got her. On the outside corner, and that's going to do it. As we head to the bottom of the third, we're going to step away. We'll be back. This is YSN Live.
Welcome to Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center, where passion meets precision. Experience state-of-the-art technology with 3 TrackMan fitting bays, ensuring your clubs are perfectly tailored to your game. From fun games for the whole family to expert lessons and clinics, there's something for everyone. Our authorized Callaway Club Fitting Center ensures you're equipped with the best. Book online or call our golf shop to reserve your spot today. Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center. Elevate your game, rain or shine.
And we're back here at West Main Vet Clinic Field. Leopards trail 5-2 here in their home opener. Coming to bat is Caitlin Twynham, the shortstop. She's going to foul it off for strike number 1. So Twynham will step back in. Here's the set. The pitch. Low and away. Or excuse me, low and inside. It's going to be ball 1. As the wind's starting to pick up again. Here's the pitch. Strike. Here's the pitch. Outside, fouled. Count stays at 1-2. It's a little wild here today. Wind blowing all over the place. Had all kinds of weather, but Game goes on. Here's the pitch. Oh, nice hit back up the middle. Tails off the second baseman, Twynham. And nice throw over to first. Got her. That's out number 1. Next up in the bat is Miller. Pitch is low and away in the dirt, so ball 1. Again, it's 5-2 Mustangs. Bottom of the 3rd. 1 out. Miller, the pitcher, up to bat. Steps in. Here's the pitch. Fouled again. So 1-1. 1 out. As the wind picks back up again. Be a nice time to get one up in the Gulf Stream there. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 2-1. Shot to center. Back goes the center fielder, and she's got it for out number 2. Nice pop, just right at her. So 2 down. As Griffith will step in. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. Fouled back. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. Deep shot. Left center field. It's gone. Touchable time. What a shot by Griffith. And that was a no-doubter, folks. Right over the leopard head in left center field. So that'll make it 5-3. Coming to bat is Addie Campbell here in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 outs. Here's the windup and the pitch. Strike 1. Campbell steps back in. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. Ball 1. Campbell, your catcher today, steps in. Here's the pitch. High and outside. Good way to stay off that one. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. 5-3 Mustangs. Here's the pitch. Shot to right center field. It's going back. It's gone. What a shot by Addie Campbell. Getting the Leopards just a little bit closer at 5-4. Nice job by Addie Campbell. She just stepped in and drove that thing. And the Leopards battling back. So next up, Anna Saroma, who doubled her last time up. Here's the pitch. High and outside, ball one. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Ball two. So here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. That'll make it 3-0 with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Strike one. So 3-1. Here's the pitch. Strike three. Or excuse me, strike two. Fouled back. Still full count. There's a shot to left center field. Back, and the center field on it. So that'll take us to the bottom of the top of the fourth. Leopards trail 5-4. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
And welcome back to West Main Vet Clinic Field as the Lady Leopards Powered by a couple of home runs, Leopards have gotten back in after Griffith and Campbell each homered, one to left center, one to right center. So here we go. Leopards with new life. And the pitch. Popped up into the outfield. Nice play by Twynham with a diving catch. So that's out number one. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Nice pitch by Miller. Here's the pitch. Strike two. Here's the pitch. Popped into left field. Back and into the glove and pops back out. So runner on first. Each team with an error. Leopards hoping this one doesn't cost them. They can get a couple outs and come back to fight. 5-4 Mustangs. One out. Top of the fourth. Miller in the set. Here's the windup, the pitch. Throw down to second. And it's going to be safe. Nice hustle by the Mustangs, as that'll advance the runner to second. That was Cadence C. So here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Throws down to third. And gets the runner to head back to second. So here's the pitch. Bunt's foul. Out of play. So 1-2. One down. Runner on second. Here's the set. The pitch. Strike three. Nice job as Miller painted the corner and got the punch out. So that'll be out number two. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into right field. Going back, and it's going to drop in for a run. So strike one. Here's the pitch. High, ball one. So 1-1, 2 outs. Pitch is outside, ball two. So 2-1, 2 outs. 6-4 Mustangs. Here's the pitch. Shot over the second baseman's head. Right fielder comes up with it, and the runners will stay at first and second. So Eiley B coming to bat. First baseman. Leopards hoping to get out of this one. Here's the pitch. Low, ball one. Here's pitch. Strike one. So 1-1, 2 down. Time. Here's the pitch. Outside, corner, strike two. So 1-2, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Strike three, got it. That's going to end the inning for the Mustangs as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Leopards trail 6-4. Foul ball, 2 strikes. So 6-4 Mustangs. 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll be a ball. Shot back up the middle. Pitcher able to get it and make the out. Nice job by the pitcher, Isabel M., to get over there and make the play. That was a heck of a hit up the back up the middle by Cloggis, but heck of a play by the pitcher. So next up the bat is O'Neill. Here's the pitch. She had a shot last time up. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Still high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Low. Ball 3. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 4. So O'Neill gets the So stepping in is Taylor Thompson, the first baseman, with a runner aboard. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Jammed her inside. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the set, the pitch. Strike 2. Nice pitch up, high and up. Here's the pitch, low, inside. It's going to be ball 1. 1-2, 1 out. Here's the pitch, strike 3. That'll be out number 2. Here's the pitch, outside. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Strike. outside. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on first. Here's the pitch. Back to the pitcher. Throw over to first, and that'll be it for the Leopards in the bottom of the 4th. We'll head to the top of the 5th. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
And we're back here at West Main Vet Clinic Field. Leopards trail 6-4 here in the home opener as we head to the top of the 5th. Winds kind of died down a little bit here as it was really blowing earlier. Still a little bit of a breeze, but here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. So 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off over the right field dugout. Here's the pitch, low and in the dirt. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's the pitch. Ball outside. Throw down to first. That'll be out number 1. You need to go down with Am's a little bit, try to warm up if you can. So here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Here's pitch number 2, strike 1. Nice pitch. Kind of tailed off at the end. So 1-1, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Fouled down the right field line. Out of play. That'll be 2 strikes. So here's the pitch. Strike 3. Nice pitch. That'll be out number 1. Excuse me, out number 2. So here's the pitch, showing bunt outside. Ball number 1. bunt again. Strike. So here's the pitch. Low. Ball 2. So 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Fouled. Makes it 2-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. That'll end the inning. As we head to the top of the 6th, or bottom of the 5th, excuse me. Getting ahead of myself. It's still 6-4 Mustangs. We'll be right back after this.
No matter what time of year, it's always a great time to shop at Sheely's. Create the perfect home with a full lineup of appliances from Whirlpool. From stocking your fridge to cooking for family and friends and even cleaning up afterwards, Whirlpool offers solutions for any occasion. Whatever life brings, these washer and dryer pairs help keep laundry under control. And as always, get it all with free haul away and free local delivery. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
And welcome back to West Main Vet Clinic Field, home of the Leopards, as we're here for the Lady Leopard home opener. As coming to bat, the shortstop, Caitlin Twynham, leading off the 5th for the Leopards. So here's the pitch, popped up to the pitcher. That'll be out number 1. Coming up to bat will be the pitcher, Miller. So here's the pitch. Look to bunt. That'll be strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the set and the pitch. Oh, driven back up the middle. And Miller is on for a base hit. Up to bat is Bailey Griffith, who homered her last time up. Hit a shot to left center field, right over the Leopard head. Leopard's hoping maybe she can do that again, as the wind has started to pick up again. So here's the pitch, high and outside, and the runner's going to take off. Head for second, and she's into second. Safe. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runner on second. Here is the pitch. Fouled over our heads. For strike number 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second. Griffith steps in. Here's the pitch. Strike. So here's the pitch. Low. Makes the count 2-2. So here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline, foul and out of play. Count's going to stay at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. The runner's going to third. And she's in there safe and throws it into left field. And that'll score a run for the Leopards. So that's going to make it 6-5 with one out. So that'll give us a full count with one down. Bases are empty. Here's the payoff pitch. Shot back up the middle and right at the second baseman. So that'll be out number 2. Coming to bat, the catcher, Addie Campbell. She also homered it last time up to right center field. Here's the pitch. Ball high. So here's the pitch. Got away from her. Ball number 2. Tell you what, when it starts to get cold like it is right now, that you kind of lose the feeling in your hands, kind of like I am right now. So here's the pitch. Fouled over. Not a play. It's going to make it 2-1. So Campbell steps back in. Here's the windup in the pitch. Pop back up there and right at the shortstop. So that's going to end the inning as we'll head to the top of the 6th. Leopards trail 6-5. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
And welcome back to West Main Vet Clinic Field as the Lady Leopards inching just a little bit closer as they trail 6-5 here as we head to the top of the 6th. Campbell had to gear back up. Over on the other field, the Leopard baseball team scrimmaging tonight. Waiting on an update from over there. Looks like the Leopards are leading 9-5 in the top of the fifth. Over here, we're top of the sixth. Lady Leopards trail 6-5. Shot to the left field, and it's right at the left fielder. Nice play. So that'll make it one down. Six-5 Mustangs. Coming to the plate. Here's the pitch. Bunt foul over the left side. Candace C., who is the center fielder, trying to get a bunt down the opposite side. Here's the pitch. Fouled it and out of play. So that'll make it 2 strikes. So here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Nice pitch by Miller. So that'll make it 2 outs. Way to paint the corner there. So Isabel M. coming to the plate. Here's the pitch. Popped up over the second baseman's head and into center field for a base hit. So that'll give the Mustangs a runner on first, with the catcher coming to the plate, Hadley P. So here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And the center fielder right on it, but still a base hit. So the Mustangs back in business here with runners on first and second. However, they've got 2 down. So here's the pitch by Miller outside, ball 1. There's a shot to short. And shortstop will step on second, and that'll be the end of the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University, and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
We're back here at West Main Vet Clinic Field. Leopards trail 6-5. However, they come to the plate. As leading off will be Annis Roman, followed by Leah Clogas and O'Neill. So the Leopards hoping to tie this thing up here in the bottom of the 6th. So Roman will step back, lead things off for the Leopards here in the bottom of the 6th. And a returning veteran for the team, returning starter. She'll step in. Here's the set and the pitch. Fouled into right field, going back, and the second baseman's going to drop it. So Roman's going to go to second, and she'll be in with a nice play. That's Roman heads up base running, kept on going, and into second. So the Leopards with their leadoff hitter aboard with no outs. Clogas steps in. Leah also a standout swimmer, as she was a state qualifier in swimming. Strike one. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, drops it. Nice bunt down to first, and Clogas is going to be safe. And so Roman will advance to third. So we've got runners on the corners with one out. Actually, there should be no outs. They must have left that up from last inning or something, but or no, they must have called her out there first, so sorry about that, folks. Fouled back over our heads, out of play. Was that my van? Was that the van? Almost got the van. Got the loaner van back there. Thought I had it far enough away. Not quite. So here's the pitch. Jammed and fouled. So 0-2. So here's the pitch. Shot back up the middle, right at the center fielder. Nice play by the center fielder. And gets the ball in, so it's going to make it 2 outs. And she did a nice job getting it all the way back in. So the runner stays at third. As Thompson will step in, the first baseman, hoping to tie this up. Here's the pitch, strike one. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. This could be trouble, and the center fielder gets it for out number 3. That's going to end the inning, so we're going to head to the top of the 7th. Leopards trail 6-5 here in the home opener. We'll be back in just a few. This is YSN Live.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we know where dependability and style meet. They meet at the intersection of razor-sharp design and unprecedented safety.
At the fork between sleek, modern technology and bold off-road capabilities.
With a split between next-generation comfort, convenience, and the ability to forge your own path.
This auto show season, experience the Chevy Silverado like never before. At Greenwood Chevrolet, where trucks get to work.
And welcome back to West Main Vet Clinic Field as we head to the top of the 7th. Lady Leopards trail 6-5 here in the home opener, but they've been battling. As coming to bat for the Mustangs will be Eiley B. She's the first baseman. So here's the pitch from Miller. Outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch, fouled, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Nice pitch by Miller. Caught the outside corner. There's the pitch. Just outside, ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into center field. And the center fielder's going to have it, and that'll be out number 1. Nice play by Clogus in center. So there's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle here. Second baseman throws it over. First, and it's out number 2. So Haley C. at the plate. As Miller hoping to get this batter fouled off. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Leopards still trail 6-5. Top of the 7th. Pitches outside. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. Outside. So that'll be 3-1. Here's the pitch. Strike. That'll make it 3-2. Full count. Here's Miller, payoff pitch. Here's the pitch, fouled. We'll do it all over again. Here we go again. Pitch. Popped up, and Miller will take it herself, and that'll be out number 3. So we'll head to the bottom of the 7th as the Leopards hope to tie it up. We'll be back here in just a few. This is YSN Live.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we know where dependability and style meet. They meet at the intersection of razor-sharp design and unprecedented safety.
At the fork between sleek, modern technology and bold off-road capabilities.
For the split between next-generation comfort, convenience, and the ability to forge your own path.
This auto show season, experience the Chevy Silverado like never before. At Greenwood Chevrolet, where trucks get to work.
Welcome back to West Main Vet Clinic Field as the Leopards, we head to the bottom of the 7th as the Leopards try to tie things up here. The home opener here at Louisville. So here's the pitch, outside. Actually, they're going to say she caught the corner, so that'll be strike number 1. Here's the pitch, back up the middle. Here's shortstop, throws it across, and nice as the ball gets through, and it'll be a runner on first. First baseman just couldn't quite pick it. So coming to bat is Twynham. And we'll have a base runner. Number 15 for the Leopards. So Twynham looks, she steps in. Here's the pitch, and fouled down the right field line. That'll be strike number 1. So here's the pitch. Twynham shows bunt. She pulls it back. It'll be 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs. Here's the pitch. And Twynham's going to pull it back, and ball number 2. So here's the pitch. Popped up to the catcher. And no, and the Leopards are going to live to fight another day here. So new life, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, no outs. Twynham steps back in. Here's the pitch. And hit foul down the left field line. Count stays in 2-2. So here's the pitch. Fly ball into center field. Center field is coming on. She's going to make the play, and she'll throw down to first. That'll be out number 1. So Miller coming up the bat, the pitcher, hoping to help her cause. So here's the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Here's the pitch, and it fouled off. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Mustangs lead 6-5. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Nice pitch right down the middle. Got her swinging. She reached down deep for that one. So Miller steps back in. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, out of play. So stays 1-2. As the wind is picked up again. Here's the pitch. And it goes to the backstop. Miller's going to go down to first, and everybody's going to be safe. And they're going to say that she did not get on. It's going to be 2 down. As the ball, they're going to say that she didn't foul tip it like they said. It went off the catcher's helmet. So 2 down. Bottom of the 7th. Runner on second. Tying run in scoring position. So there we go. Fouled off. Ball 1. Or strike 1, excuse me. Ball inside. So Griffith, here's the pitch, shot back up the middle. It's gonna get down. Runner's gonna head for home. Here's the throw, safe. And the game is tied here in the bottom of the 7th. Nice shot by Griffith. So with 2 down, coming to the plate, hoping to give the Leopards the walk-off here is Addie Campbell, the catcher. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Campbell has a homer in this ball game. Here's the pitch. She trying to go yard on that one. Makes it 0-2. Just a little bit outside. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the 7th, Leopards tied it up. It's 6-6. Here's the pitch, down in the dirt, and the runner's going to advance to second. So Leopards with an opportunity in scoring position, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, up in the air. And the second baseman's going to call it, and that's going to be the end of the inning. But the Leopards have tied things up. So we'll head to extra innings. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live. And welcome back to West Main Vet Clinic Field as the Leopards with some new life here tied the ball game up 6-6. So, hoping to finish this thing off here in extra innings as we head to the top of the 8th. So So stopping by to say hello was Robbie Roberts, my dude. Stopping down to see what's going on here at the softball field. He was over at the baseball field. As it's 6-6 here in the top of the 8th. Hit back up the middle to the second baseman. Throw over to first. Out number 1. Leopards hoping to go 1-2-3 here and get back to business here on the offensive side. So coming back to the plate is the leadoff hitter, Gracie S. She's playing second base. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Or excuse me, strike 1. Got a little ahead of myself. Nice pitch by Miller there. Here's the pitch. Fouled up and out of play. That'll make it 2-2. So here's the pitch. Shot back up the middle in the left center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Throw into second, and wow. So the Mustangs with a leadoff double. Coming to bat will be Candace C., the center fielder. Here's the pitch. It's a bunt. And it goes foul. That was a close one as it was kind of spinning there on the line and finally spun out of play. That was a good bunt. Just about an inch from being fair there. So 6-6, top of the 8th, 1 down. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. High and outside. It's going to make it 1-1. There's the set. The pitch by Miller. Bunted. Oh, what a play by the third baseman as she came in all the way and charged it. So out number 2. What a play. Heck of a play by Griffith. So now batting, number 20 bait, Isabel M. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Ball 1. Sun's finally out. Still a little windy, but here's the pitch. Strike 1. 1-1. We'll take the sunshine. We had snow earlier. Rain. And with the winds we've had today, no tent, so we've been trying to keep the equipment dry. So here's the pitch. Fouled off into the net. It's going to make it 1-2. So here's the pitch. Outside. 2-2. Good look, just missed out. Strike 3. That's going to end the inning as the Leopards look to make something happen here in the bottom of the 8th. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live.
Hey guys, if you love Pilates like me, then you have to check out 321's Unlimited Pilates. It is red light optional for maximum benefits. There are no contracts, no crowded classes, no inconvenient scheduling, because it is available 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. 7 days a week. It is also key fob entry, and on top of all of that, you get access to our 321's wellness ecosystem where you get to relax, recover, repair, and just make yourself the best that you can be every day. So if you're interested, there are limited spots available. Only certain amount of guests will be permitted each month, so go ahead and apply and reserve your spot today.
And welcome back to West Main Vet Clinic Field as the Leopards hoping to finish this one off, make the comeback complete as it's all tied up, bottom of the 8th. We're in extra innings here as Anna Soroman coming to the plate. So there we go. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. Shot back up the middle, and a heck of a diving catch by the shortstop to give us out number 1. So coming to the plate, Leah Cloggis. Cloggis, the center fielder today. Here's the pitch. Shot between short and third. And shortstop makes a heck of a play, but no chance at Cloggis. So that'll be a base hit with 1 down here in the bottom of the bottom of the 8th. And coming to the plate is O'Neill. O'Neill steps in. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Puts it down. Nice play. Throw to first. Throw to third. Goes into the dugout. And the Leopards are going to win. Leopards win. What a play. And good hustle by Leah Cloggis. So the Leopards come away with the victory in extra innings, 7-6. So we want to thank you guys for coming on with us today. It was a great time. Lady Leopards battled hard, had to use extra innings to make things happen and get the W. So we're going to sign off here from West Main Vet Clinic Field. Again, the Lady Leopards are victorious 7-6 in extra innings. I'm Rob Johnson signing off. We'll see you next time in a stadium or gymnasium near you. Have a great night, everybody. This is YSN Live.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.